Director, this place was clearly inhabited a while ago. Judging by the items left behind, they could be survivors from MT4, the base where we are now. Contact their employers at Evergreen. They should be interested. Okay. Director received a message from Miss Harvey, the CEO of Evergreen Corporation, who initially hired us mining at the MT4 base. After the explosion, they have lost contact with their employees and are requesting our assistance in locating them. While we have the capability to use our rover to search for them, it's more important to consider potential implications with our employers at Crust. What should we do? Unlike with the Crust, this one gives us the option of doing this, but we will help them. In for a penny, in for a pound. We will try. So, thank you, Director. We received a few scrap messages of survivors of MT4, but that's when all communication went down. Need an exploration center to find them? This module is designed to detect any signal that comes from the surface. The LPS on the Rover Scout doesn't have those characteristics. You have to seriously expand the base's production capacity to do so. It would need to make titanium plates, which are working on the rolling plant, supply it with titanium, and parts would actually supply it with steel and titanium plates. We'd hope you manage to save them. Good luck to you. So, okay, so we have ourselves an objective, but that said, hello everyone, this is iMark3. Welcome back to my exploration of the Crust, available in early January, a very limited time demo. Sorry, just opening my life support. There we go. Right, so we're almost at the next stage. I built an additional drone reconfiguration module, which are currently paused so that I can get a couple of extra contracts out, which is, by the way, purely altruistic of me. It's like I'm sending relief supplies down to the planet because, you know, it's like they're not paying me for doing these contracts, but they are giving me a big bump in green at science, which is still the problematic one. It's like the hardest to come by, but I need it to get some of this stuff sorted out. Big storages, medical blocks. Actually, the big storage is more important to me than the medical block, but we might be needing the medical block, so I'm going to keep that in the research queue anyway after the big storage completes, because we need the storage space. We also need it for the large bulk silo. Ooh, that's one I've never played with before. But I'm also trying to get down towards this area as well. So it's like, you can see how quickly these bonuses drop off after a while. So, yeah. Also, we need it for the Expedition Center as well, so let's actually queue that up too. Anyway, how are we doing? Actually, how are we doing on our required? We need the parts and titanium plates. We've got the rolling mill, we've got titanium plates. We've got the components factory, we can make components. Is there anything else we're missing? We are missing the electronics factory, which is down here through the rare elements, but we can make nearly everything we need for maintenance with the exception of electronics. Nice. Anyway, yes. Today we have a big leap forward is our goal, really, as I allow the drones to do their thing. We're going to dig this area out completely, finish working on that. I've also increased my production of steel as well, so that's going to. Look at that. Oh, they actually gave me a little bit of money for that one. But 100 green science. Yes, get that green science up there as much as we can. So we're going to dig that out. I've also added another row for steel. We're going to get this operational. And we're going to actually hopefully hit colonists in this one, as well as hitting a much bigger, more effective processing array. We're out of orange tech. Okay, let's go down this route here to the rare element factory. Let's start heading in that direction. The heck is that? Radioscope thermoelectric generator. Compared to nuclear reactors due chain reaction, the rigs are considerably smaller, simpler design. Provide the output. Oh, it's a solid state one. Okay, right. Natural decay. Yeah, so it's one that doesn't actively react stuff. It's just like using natural breakdown. It's like same kind of tech that goes into the Voyager probes, if you're aware of those ones. You know, the ones that are breaking past the outer boundaries of our solar system and things like that. They use RTGs. But apparently I can build my own. Question if I need nuclear material for it or something. I don't know. 16,000 credits as well. 200. I'm pleased with that. I spent like 3,000 credits buying the silicon for those two things, and they've given me like 32,000 credits back, so it's nice of them, thank you.
We produce water and oxygen, but it's still not enough to make the room livable. Install ventilation modules to oxygenate the room.
Already done that. I wasn't sure if they needed crew access, so I built it safely a bit away from the wall, but well, there's a little thing chucking away there. Okay, so mount 2 ventilator modules. Okay, let's install another one over this side over here then, I guess. Additional ventilation module. Pop it like there, so I can have a... No, let's pop it... Yeah. So I can have a wall there, so I can tuck another room in this corner here if I want to. Let's move it over by 1. Yeah, that'll do. And of course I need to complete the conveyor line too. So, conveyor, build. Right, the return on those green contracts is basically paid for this conveyor line connecting the water extraction, sorry, ice extraction to the water system over here. That's good, that's good. Okay. Also, while I'm at it, 60 iron. I've got 250 thanks to the additional smelting going on. So it's like, you know, I'm going to finish this one because it's it'll get this next stage over with for these guys. Plus extra orange and blue science, of course, in the 100 lots, which are very nice. Max you out. Confirm. One thing I do wish about this is I wish it would, like, not let you assign more than your selected cargo pod would take, but I believe I mentioned that back in the second episode or something. That'd be nice.
Director, we have a suitable room equipped with the necessary life support systems. Now all that's left is to get the station crew there.
Director, it's urgent. We have made hard landing. There are injured. The emergency beacon is faulty. We are approximately south of the repeater and west of your base. Satellite navigation is down, unable to determine coordinates. Urgent evacuation is required.
We must evacuate the crew immediately, but how do we locate them without an emergency signal? I've been updating the intel relentlessly, but so far I've got nothing. We know roughly where they landed. We should send a scout rover there and try to find them.
Director, lunar proximity scanner emits a focused beam of electromagnetic waves that propagate radially to scan the surrounding area. When these waves encounter an object within the scanning range, the LPS visually displays the object to the user. Director, lunar proximity scanner emits a focused beam of electromagnetic waves that propagate radially to scan the surrounding area. When these waves encounter an object within the scanning range, the LPS visually displays the object to the user.
Okay, so there's a tutorial on how using the scanners, which I've been using already to a fair bit. So,
when
you know.
a hidden object is close enough to the rover, the LPS activation can precisely reveal its location.
Okay. So, briefly said, I signed an agreement to fulfill several contracts on our behalf, so this guy is now going ahead and throwing stuff at us. Deadline, 65 days. After completion of several contracts, things have got hectic on the exchange. Contracts are run-of-the-mill resource supply deals, nothing out of the ordinary. At these rates, rivals might restart production on Earth or offload their surplus. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like, there are supplies and things on Earth, but the Moon was a cheaper source of stuff. Active fast guarantee we'd come through with the needed resources. Now, sure to improve our commitment and reliability, you'll need to accept contracts. Accept contract in the active tab. Best of luck. Okay, so it's just thrown an urgent at us. So that guy went out and promised something on our behalf. Within 45 days, 50 smart concrete, 75. We have just about enough of that. Just enough. So if we do that, though, another 100.
Yes, Director.
Yes.
I do see them in the system as accepted. Mr. Ledger overdid himself this time. It's not only irresponsible, but just simply unprofessional. How about giving us a heads up before signing next time, rather than after?
My role is to secure the most profitable contracts for the company, Miss Vance. If handling a few small deliveries is beyond our capabilities, then perhaps we shouldn't be in this biz. We can either continue to lament our situation, or we can complete these contracts and prove that we stand head and shoulders above the competition.
Director, we'll deal with him later. Right now, let's concentrate on the active contracts. Getting those deliveries on time is crucial.
Yep, so this is the one that introduces to the do it faster, get better reward. It says urgent and it's like a really hectic thing, but it actually is very generous compared to some stuff we've already been rushing through. And it's actually one that we don't need to sort out at all because we've flat out got the materials to do it immediately. So it's like, you know, we don't have to concern ourselves with this one. Nearly 200 silicon, 300 odd smart concrete. So the materials I'm actually producing are actually stacking up quite nicely. And as you saw there, I routed some more production to getting some extra battery storage because we don't have the big batteries yet. Oh, green science is apparently not doing anything. But yeah, I need to try and find what do I want to send the green science on? Not much right now. Let's see if I can throw it into here somewhere. Leisure and self-education table. That sounds quite useful, actually. Do I want anything else here first? Wall-mounted plants. Increase comfort of colonists on the base and generates a small amount of oxygen. Or leisure and education. I don't know what they need to do, actually. But leisure and education sounds like it might be useful. I also just recalled my transport rover because I've just noticed 23 days I've got to pick up the crew. That is actually not that long. Like, at all. And they said south of the thing and west of my base, and that is pointing me roughly in the direction I was heading, but it's like, I suddenly realised, hey, 23 days, that is not much time. Days on high speed actually pass real quick. So I didn't want to risk actually failing that one. Crisis, though, I will finish just fine. And yep, they are making good progress down here. And we've almost run out of orange stuff to do. Okay. Contract completed. Any voiceover? No voiceover. Okay, right. Rover is apparently idle. Notice 3 days have passed. As I said, it does go pretty quick, actually. About there. Okay, let's move to here. You also move over here as well. I didn't want to risk it going up there because it was around here. Go there, then come back, and then send it out there. It's just like, you know, let's prepare so we can grab straight away, if possible.
Director, Crust has given us an additional set of drones,
Ooh.
which will allow us to expand production even further.
Ooh.
Treat them with caution. They are a rare and extremely valuable resource right now.
They are. Doing great, deliver. Close the second one on time, and I will personally pay for Miss Francis' therapist. 45 days, again quite generous. 30% bonus though, so. And the bonus on this one is not as generous as the ones we noticed in the thing, which was normally like 50% bonus. But 45 days, 90,000 if I can supply 30 parts. I only have 12.
It's about time, considering you're one of the main reasons to visit him.
Yeah, as I said. Oh, they seem to have a bit of a strained relationship. Okay, so 90,000, but I can knock this one out of the park, I think, if the market's in a good condition right now. But yeah, look at the price of drones. Like 50,000 is actually super cheap to get one drone. 55 is, yeah, drones are expensive little buggers to get. I mentioned a bug, which I've not managed to test yet because I don't want to spend a big chunk of my current available capital on it, because I've not really been wailing on these contracts for all they're worth, like in the last episode. And the bug is, if you call down a set of resources and one or more drones, it would deploy a drone container from the ship instead of a cargo storage container like it has been doing for the previous ones. The drone unload, and then the ship would fly away with your resources still in its cargo hold, and you just lose the resources and still be charged for them. So it's just like, you know, a bit of an odd one. Maybe if drones came by a small fast delivery container instead, and it could only carry drones, that would be a really nice fix. It's like, drones are a high priority machine. It's like, here, get it super quick. But then again, it's like, days fly past, so it's actually... What even is the point of these faster cargo pods? I don't even know. More expensive, less cargo capacity. But right now, there's not a reason to pick them. Oh, hello. What's this? Lunacy is shaking the trust of Eurasian nations in Crust and all its initiatives. In response, these countries and collaborative markets have developed the Aurora, an innovative aerospace project. Being approached by residents of the project who have offered us the opportunity to participate as a resource supplier, with terms highly beneficial to us. However, developers have stirred up controversy among IEF activists who are concerned about the potential environmental impact of establishing new dirty industries and launching rockets from Earth's atmosphere. They've reached out requesting our support for a protest campaign against the Aurora project. We now face a delicate decision of balancing economic opportunity with environmental responsibility. Dang it. I've worked a bit with the Malachites a little bit, I think. But these guys protest Earth's atmosphere. We've got this current situation actually in Earth as well. It's like, let's basically have burn up in the upper atmosphere, right? It's just fine, yeah? Then no debris falling on people down below. But for the longest time, we didn't really think about where the material of those craft is going, and so probes sampling in the upper atmosphere have been finding that the density of like metals and things, like, you know, the stuff that the spaceships were made of, is actually increasing, and so it's actually a bit of a long-term pollution thing going on up there. But what are these guys doing? Innovative aerospace project. Investigating alternative ways, I think, is a benefit, because we do need better ways to go to and from. I mean, we do have the orbital elevators in this timeline, got to remember. They do use those boosters, so maybe Aurora would help with that. Let's go Malachites. Yep, your decision was well considered, Director. Crust's monopoly indeed poses a threat to the progression of human space exploration. So that's why it is like alternatives, researching other ways, even if they don't pan out, looking into it can help and it can inspire other innovations. The disaster, while tragic, has indeed created opportunities for many to enter this market. As the activists, they might be passionate, but sometimes their youth can cloud the bigger picture. We've already dispatched details of the initial contract. Look forward to its prompt execution. Appreciate a partnership in this venture. Activists being passionate and sometimes youth can cloud the bigger picture. That is true in real life as well. But at the same time, a lot of youth these days are like, it's a violent cocktail of situation. But they are rightly concerned about the state of the environment and how the world is going. It's a massive issue, and the fact is that alternative stuff is not really being sorted out, because those with the ability and power to do the alternative stuff isn't really making much progress. So it's like, So sometimes revolution is the only alternative left, and I'm worried that might prove to be the case, for better or worse, as the way things are going. Anyway, enough about the real world. Yeah, this is like, we don't know the environmental situation on Earth in this universe. There's been disaster. We might be able to advance human ability and understanding through helping this project, rather than funding, like, I guess, is this this world's version of Greenpeace? I don't know. I'm sorry, I just started waffling a bit there. Okay, new contract available. I've got an active one from Malachite Engineering. Oh, hey, yeah, it's these guys. These guys are the ones that I've been sending all my resources to until now. Okay, so 30 days, 100 orange, 60 blue, 50,000. I've got the bricks. I barely have the titanium. My issue with this is I'm not producing the titanium. So the titanium I've got is through salvaging stuff. So I'm not quite ready to commit to that just yet. But we have actually got that. It's like, ooh, they sent me stuff like a consignment of drones. They've sent me 2. Compared to the 12, it's still a big bump to get 2 more, but it's like... These things have 8 ports on them. Why didn't you send me a consignment of 8? I would have loved a consignment of 8 drones. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's like this drone pod thing. Off they go. Right. You cheapskates. Okay, I need to ping you again. Not quite close enough. There it is. Emergency landing site. Investigate. Oi, investigate. Start expedition. Right, okay. Okay, so I can't investigate it, that's why. I have to send the cargo truck immediately. Emergency capsule with Hope 2 station's crew landed here. Must be evacuated as soon as possible. Bring food and a bunch of titanium, actually. I was just thinking about that. The problem is, if they give me this stuff, that means I might need it. So I'll take resources, max out those colonists. Take all the colonists along as well. There's only 4 people. I'm slightly concerned about the lack of people, actually, but at the same time, it's like... But they're going to grab everything and all the people too. So it's like, here, load up and let's get you sorted. The scout rover, since it couldn't check in on them first, is actually just going to go over here to contact the Fundamental Science Lab. Because, yeah, that's another ongoing quest we've got going on.
Director, me and the entire team owe you our lives. If it wasn't for you and your crew, we wouldn't have had a chance to save ourselves. Several crew members are injured and need medical attention. Otherwise, we are fine and can't wait to settle at living quarters at your base over and out.
Director, we have a living quarters. It's time to make it habitable. Our new residents need a place to sleep and eat. Build 4 beds, a hydroponic farm, and a kitchen. Let's show some hospitality. Hydroponic farms will produce food as long as they have access to the water. The kitchen will allow colonists to prepare and eat meals. The exact purpose of beds, I reckon you can probably guess.
The purpose of beds is pillow fights and using mattresses to barricade the door in case of zombie outbreaks. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so 4 beds. How big is a bed? Actually, come to that. But nice if there's more subdividing this, where it's like, you know, that's a table. Actually, that does require some. Yeah, I was right to be suspicious of the materials. Where's the kitchen? Is that under health? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Hydroponic farms. Well, they're kind of quick and easy to do. So let's throw one of those. And I'm glad I upgraded my battery systems. Really. Put that there. A bed is a 6 tiler. Okay, let's go ahead and expand the facility and get that ready for them. Yeah, this is. I feel like this is a bit long. Confirm cargo unload. I'm just going to keep them parked out there. Yeah, you're not allowed in, boys. At least not this second, anyway. Come on, just a little bit more. There we go. We've got ourselves a little bedroom. Admittedly, it's full of lunar rocks and things, but, you know. There's no Martians? There's definitely no Martian bugs just lurking in the dirt there now. But I will be adding in beds for this area because this is like a bedroom for them. And like that. And it was the kitchen, which I will pop in outside the door. So it's like just right there. Do I need to have these guys on them? It says it's not plugged in. Do these guys need their own power connection? They do! That's unfortunate. Why do they need their own power connections? More importantly, how do I do the power connections? That's something it's not told me. Okay, kitchen being built, hydroponics farm, that's available. Beds being built. Do I want tables? Do I want to pull out all the stops and then make sure they've got the things? The thing is, a table requires odd materials. Let's go up top here. So deploy. Give me the cargo right here, if you please. Got all these drones just scurrying about, making sure all this stuff is ready to go. And I hope just having a doorway will be enough for ventilation, but it might not be. I'm worried about this whole not plugged in bit. Oh no, it had a power warning then disappeared, so it's like, you know. Okay, you need something. You need organics, which we do have a hydroponic farm to produce, which is now ticking forward. Look! Survivors! We have survivors! Just quite happily wandering in. Not even an airlock, they just take their helmets off without care in the world. It's like, yay! We are here! They're immediately just like rushing for the beds. Looks like I didn't need to worry about access, because, yeah, I was wondering about access size, but it's like, they could fit down the gaps in the side, can't they?
Director, the last time our crew ate and slept so well was back on Earth. Thank you very much. But we didn't come here for vacation. We're seasoned scientists, and we owe you big time. Build the fundamental science laboratory, and we'll show you that we weren't picked to be part of the science station crew for nothing. And we could also use some medical care, so the medical unit is still needed.
Director, only top specialists in their field are accepted to work at stations like this. If they want to work for us, we must give them the opportunity, and of course, provide timely medical assistance.
Okay, so build a medical block, build a science lab. I do have the kitchen here with the stuff, so this is like a gentleman's kind of room, I guess. Of course, this room is full of rock and they don't have relaxation facilities, but we do have food and things kicking over, so we've got our stuff. We also have the space dug out to make room for our industrial area here. So that's going to be the next thing we do. Also, I've been looking at those contracts we've got. I think I need to get going on them because it's like they're still like 20 days still. This one's going to take a bit longer, but I have some components, but I don't want to send them all off, so I'm going to buy these in, I think. As for this one, I'll accept it. I'll just send it as is. So notice you can't actually merge them. Merge different contracts. It's like one container per contract. So again, no reason not to use the basic container. You're here first. Okay. Let's assign the other one to be ready to go. Sending away my entire component stockpile, which I'm not too happy about. I don't want to rely on the salvage for that just yet, so I will buy in replacement parts for that one. Which are a bit on the expensive side, but I only want to get like 15 of them, so it's like I'll accept some reduction in stockpile, just not a complete reduction of stockpile. 15. Also, the fact that these are actually unusually favourable in terms of base return as well. Ooh, titanium is super cheap right now. It'd be worth actually looking for some titanium contracts as well to pick up. I can only pick one at a time because there's a limit of 3, but it's like, worth looking. Oh hey, apparently Elon Musk is in the game. X-Space. Though also worth noting is I can tell these are more recent editions because it's entirely in Russian. So it's just like, yeah. UMCOM. Is this Mars? Mars sats, apparently. Huh. Ah, so we're actually working towards Mars and things. Minos... Is that Jupiter? Huh. They do say in Destination Earth, but supplying materials from Mars to go further into the system. And what are you? Handir. No idea where that is. At all. But apparently we do start to work towards like getting things further out. A Crust subsidiary developing new communication tech. Which of course spun off into an independent company during the creation of the space elevator. Sadly though, I've not really found any deals that just want titanium. In particular, I'm looking for blue science because I need a massive boost of blue science. And it's like, these guys... Southwind might be my best bet for getting some of that. If I can get some more titanium plates sorted out. But it's like, yeah. We are making Iron Man. Okay. Now that said, though, I do need to end the episode, so I'm going to end it there. I didn't get the industrial area set up, but I did at least get colonists in. And from reading on the Discord, apparently that's the goal of this particular short-term demo. It's like they wanted to test out some stuff real quick with colonists, so that is what we're doing. That's what we are guinea pigs for. Colonists. Let's drop you in over there. Okay. But yeah. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show and my wandering around in the Crust demo. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, gives me those virtual headpats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. Though I failed to mention it in the last episode. As a reminder, because I'm recording all of these at one go, because of the limited time availability of the demo, it's like I will respond to the comments directly, just so that there is some communication going on there. But I won't be able to react in the series going forward at this point, because, you know, because of all the stuff already being pre-recorded. But yeah. See you all later. Oh yeah, this looks very comfortable, doesn't it? Hopefully they change the graphics of those, because like they're all boxes with metal plates lying next to them. It's like, that's not quite right.